Hello lovelies! I've done some spring cleaning recently and donated a couple of items that I haven't used in a while. Therefore, I've been letting myself collect some new finds. I've been looking for a new purse, some new exciting clothing, and some books to read over the summer. Luckily, I found those items plus more, so I thought I'd share them with you today in this little haul video. Little disclaimer, I'm calling this a haul because I don't really know how else to describe it, but this is really an accumulation of items that I've gotten over the last 6 months, either new or from thrift stores or eBay. So this is basically everything I've bought within the last 6 months. So without further ado, let's get into our first category, accessories. Firstly, I found these incredible vintage tights from one of my local thrift stores. They were in their original packaging for $1 each. They came in a variety of different colors, including this muted purple, this striped blue, this patterned white pair, and this burgundy color. They had a lot of the burgundy tights, so I got 3 pairs of these. I really like these vintage tights though because they are usually more durable and aren't as shiny as modern tights. They cling well to the skin and I think they look and feel a lot better than normal tights. I love the colors too, as I have consistently talked about funky tights in my last few dream wardrobe videos, so I think my wishing has kind of come into fruition. Next, I got this new bag. I've been looking for a spacious, slouchy brown bag for everyday use, so I knew this would be a perfect purchase. This is the Roma suede tote bag from Free People and I absolutely love it, as it's a great basic suede bag with little brass details. I really like that it zips up nicely and has pockets on the inside as well. I also added this bag charm from Free People called the Friendship Swag Charm in the color Tiger's Eye on the bag to add a little more intrigue. I love all of the little flower charms and all of the beautiful glass beads, and I feel like a lot of these colors go together with items that I already have in my wardrobe. Overall, I've already found so much use in both of these items. Next, we have these 4 beautiful antique intaglio rings. I ordered these almost 2 months ago off of eBay from the seller Antique Souk, and they finally arrived after being lost in the mail for weeks. I am so glad they were found. They are so beautiful and of such great quality. This first one has a bird engraved into the center of it with many delicate carvings on the rest of the ring. My favorite part is the bird motifs on the side of the ring, since it's so unique from anything I've ever seen before. The next ring has an intaglio card from this beautiful green stone with more beautiful designs. I believe this is a bug-like creature, so I'll have to place it in some wax or something to really see. Then we have this brass ring. This one is very decadent. I love the nature motifs depicted and the stone is absolutely gorgeous. Lastly, we have this more common type of intaglio, as I have seen this bug-like relief quite a bit. I believe it's a bee. This one is also quite beautiful. I received this set of 4 rings for about $100, including shipping and taxes, so that comes out to about $25 per ring, which I believe is a steal. Overall, I am so excited to wear these. Next, we have yet another Free People find with these beautiful sunglasses. I needed a simple pair of sunglasses for the summer, and I really liked the 90s kind of look to them. Next, we have these earrings and this pretty bracelet. I bought these from a couple of towns over at an antique shop. Earrings have this pretty brass moon kind of look to them. The shape does make them a bit uncomfortable, but they're really pretty and I found them for only $2. The bracelet looks really nice too. It has this gorgeous etched flower design and I really like the dainty oval shape of it. I bought this one for only $5, so I think the purchase was certainly worth it. Lastly, for accessories, we have this pretty charm bracelet from Urban Outfitters. Me and my partner originally went into Urban Outfitters to find something interesting for my friend for her birthday, and while we did find something cool for her, we also found some cool things for us, one of which was this bracelet. The charms are very beautiful with these little old coin looking charms, this pretty heart charm, and some other nice details. On to the next category, we have clothing. Since I showed you the bracelet, I'm going to show you another item I got at Urban Outfitters, this short sleeve cardigan. This was the last top they had in this pretty dark blue color. It's an extra large and I probably needed a large or medium for a tighter fit instead, but I still think it looks really nice. It's a really good layering piece and I love how comfortable it feels. This is definitely a more simple piece, but I believe it's going to become a wardrobe staple of mine. Next, we have this pretty cream, almost light gray dress. It doesn't have tags on it, but I did buy it from Goodwill. There's something kind of medieval looking about this dress, and I plan on styling it accordingly. I can imagine myself running around some dated castle ruins in this dress. Next, we have this cute denim mini skirt. This is the Gallivanting Peekaboo mini skirt from Free People in the color Blue Rebel. I love the way mini skirts look, but I typically feel kind of uncomfortable in them due to their length, so I'm really glad this one has shorts underneath. I would love to wear these with those beautiful tights from earlier or simply on its own. I think this can be used as a really great simple layering piece, so I'm really excited. Next we have a pop of color with this really cool red sweater. I think this sweater is really interesting looking between the off-the-shoulder look and the asymmetrical stripes. I bought this at Goodwill, but the tag says it's by the brand It's. It kind of reminds me of that newer Free People look in a way, without the hefty price point of course. Next I found this crochet top. I bought this at Goodwill and it does not have tags. It has these pretty flower designs all over it that are so cute. I also really like these nice bell sleeves that flare out from the wrists. I really love the fit and I think this will pair very nicely with some of my summer outfits. Next we have this light pink floral set. I wore this skirt in an outfit video recently, but it's been a favorite of mine, so I thought I'd highlight it. The skirt has this beautiful drop waist design to it with these pleats cascading down the rest of the garment. I love the little button on the side of the skirt and the subtle pattern is very pretty. The top is quite a bit more embellished with the bolder light pink design and these pretty buttons. I bought both of the items from Goodwill, but the brand is Sarah Elizabeth. The pair look like they're from the 80s, but I'm not too certain of that. Regardless, they are some very nice pieces. On the same shopping trip, I found this pretty black maxi skirt or dress. I'm not sure about its intended use, but I've been wearing it as a dress. It's very simple, but I've been looking for a dress like this for a while as a layering piece and simply to wear with pretty shoes and accessories. I bought this one again from Goodwill, but the brand is Akira Chicago. I've been needing some pretty simple pieces recently since I feel like most of my wardrobe is very maximalist and I have a lot of interesting pieces, but yeah, definitely need a couple basics. Now I know I said this was a spring and summer haul, but I found two very warm sweaters that I will definitely find a use for in the winter time. I always find the best items out of season, but here's the first sweater. It is this pretty blue Ralph Lauren sweater that I found at Goodwill. This color is a very spring color, so it should fit the theme just a little bit. It is quite big on me, but I think that is part of the appeal. I mostly bought this because it is one of the most comfortable, warm pieces of clothing I have ever felt in my life. I know I won't need it right now in 100-degree weather, but I will definitely find a use for this eventually. Next we have this fisherman sweater. It is not wool like authentic fisherman sweaters as it is 100% acrylic, but I actually quite like that since wearing 100% wool items can be a bit uncomfortable. I bought this item at the thrift store, but the brand is Fantaslook. I've been looking for this exact type of sweater. I feel like there are so many of them in the world, but I've been very picky. I'll definitely be able to pair this with many items in my wardrobe once it gets colder outside. Next we have this cute plaid skirt. I bought this Aeropostale mini skirt at Plato's Closet for just a couple of dollars. I really like the assortment of colors on this skirt, and once again I like that they have shorts underneath for comfort. They also pair perfectly with my purple tights from earlier. Next we have this t-shirt from one of my favorite bands of all time, Cocteau Twins. Carolyn's Fingers is one of my favorite songs ever, and I think their music is just so beautiful and ethereal. My partner found this shirt at Goodwill for me the other day while we were shopping together, and while it is very small on me, it was $3, so I needed to get it. I don't wear t-shirts out of the house very much, but I plan on wearing this simply with a mini or maxi skirt. Lastly, for clothing, I bought this beautiful vintage dress. This dress fits me like a glove. I'm not a huge fan of wearing certain clothing just because it looks flattering, as I would rather like the essence of what I'm wearing, but I feel like this dress holds interest and hugs me in all of the right places. I love the old-timey silhouette and the gorgeous paisley pattern. This dress is from Goodwill, but the tags say it's by the brand Milonzo. All in all, I feel like all of these pieces are very beautiful and versatile. Next we have two pairs of shoes. I'm starting off this category with one of my favorite items from this whole haul, this beautiful pair of boots. Do I need another pair of black boots? Probably not, but these have to be my most interesting pair. I really needed a slouchier boot like these. I love how it laces up on the sides and how they are not as tight as my other boots. I've been wearing these with my black maxi dress from earlier. I could also wear these with mini or midi skirts or just a mini dress to really showcase them. I bought these at Goodwill for about $13, which is awesome, and they are by the brand Harley Davidson. Overall, I'm really excited about this find. Next, we have another amazing pair of shoes. My boyfriend got me these incredible cat clogs for Christmas, but they didn't arrive until later. later, so I'm still going to put them in this haul. Julian got these shoes off of Etsy by the seller Agatha Alessa. Each shoe has a cat on it along with some heart and star details. My cats are my pride and joy, and the cats on the shoes kind of look like a mix of two of my lovelies, Luna and Bali, which makes me adore these shoes even more. I've had them saved on my Pinterest for quite a while, so I'm really thankful that Julian found these for me. Next we have the miscellaneous category. We have books, knickknacks, home decor, and more. First, I bought 2 books recently. I have so many books on my bookshelf that I haven't read yet, so I'm going to focus on those first before I buy some more new books. However, the 2 books I couldn't resist were Agua Viva and El Greco. Agua Viva is a short novel written by Clarice Lispector. I heard that this author's stream of consciousness writing was spectacular, so I had to check it out. I read the first page and I was amazed by it, so I definitely had to get it. I'm about halfway through it, only trying to read about a dozen pages at a time, so I can really sit with what I'm reading. I talked about this book in better detail in my last video, so I won't go on, but so far I would highly recommend it. Next for books we have El Greco, The Burial of the Count of Orgaz by Francisco Calvo Serraler. El Greco was a famous artist, famous for his contributions to the Spanish Renaissance. I honestly don't know too much about this artist, but I'm not gonna lie, the cover really did pop out at me. I know I shouldn't judge a book by its cover, but the cover was very appealing to me, and once I read a little bit about the description, I was very intrigued. Definitely excited to read this. Next we have some home decor. We found these adorable rose knobs for the cabinets in our bathroom. We found them at Urban Outfitters. They are so pretty, and I think they will really liven up our bathroom. The walls in our bathroom are a pretty dark green color, and we also have a rose print in there, so I think these will kind of add to our almost garden-like theme. Next we have one little knickknack, this beautiful glass perfume bottle. I really want to collect more interesting and exciting perfume bottles, and I think this is a great addition to my new little collection. It's in the shape of a dog, which I find adorable, and I think it looks really cute on our shelves. I found this at one of my local thrift stores, but the bottle is Avon. Lastly, I bought this new, or at least new to me, camcorder. I bought this used Sony AX43 off of eBay. I love my Sony a6100 camera so much, as I am using it right now. However, it is more of a picture-taking camera, as this has more stabilization features and better colors in daylight. I also really love how this camcorder gives a vintage touch to the footage. I filmed my last video using this camera and it looked so good, so I'm really excited to use this on my next trip. Well, that is all I have for you today. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked this video, I would really appreciate if you would please subscribe and maybe check out some of my other videos if they interest you. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you next time. Goodbye!